Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 360 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Shawan.
How we doing?
I thought you were going to say, what's spinning or something.
No, 360.
Oh, 360.
I've been waiting to do that since last week. I was like, ooh, I hope I remember that next week. And I did.
I didn't even think of it. All I was thinking is now when we get to 363, you got to do the whole, can I make a 6? It's blood. If this is the first time you're ever seeing, hearing, or listening to us, this is the Two Player Co-op Podcast, where just about every week two brothers get together to tell you everything you need to know about in the world of video games. If you like that, make sure you like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends, family, and everyone in betwixt. I just checked to make sure the microphones were working because I just was realizing that I did not do that. If you really like us, you can go to patreon.com/2playercoop, where we got a lot of different benefits for you people. The most popular is the $5 tier, which makes you a producer. You watch us record the podcast live on YouTube as we are doing right now. You get a bonus episode every month. And you also get the podcast live one day early on YouTube. We may be recording our June bonus episode after this. We'll see how this goes. If not, we'll record it some other time. Some of our patrons deserve a shout out, just like the man with the bar named after Mr. John Tingley, our patron saint. Also, our affiliates, Derek Bamford, James Solar. Make sure you check out James Games and more on YouTube. And Mom. No Aunt Sue. Still. Hasn't realized yet.
She owes us.
Also our producers, Steve Appleton, Dustin Downs, and Chris Peralta. Make sure you check out PS Rewind on YouTube as well. If you like cool t-shirts and the like. Oh, I was like, why is this looking different? I'm on episode 360. 59. And I was like, this is wrong. Teespring.com/stores/2playercoop. Sean.
What up?
It's going to be a good one. Do you have any headless chickens or anything to talk about this week?
No headless chickens. I don't know. I watched Infinity War again last night. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's better than Endgame, but it's like right there. It's more of just a good movie. Endgame is amazing, but it's also very...
It's a culmination of everything.
Yeah, it's also just very fan servicey, and I love it. But like, I feel like Infinity War is just kind of... I don't know. I don't want to say it's a better movie, but I don't know. It's fantastic, though.
It is fantastic. I never know where to rate Infinity War.
I mean, it's number 2 easily for me. I mean, at least. Well, could be number 1, but it's probably 2.
It's number, not 1, but it's also like, I really just look at those two movies as one movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just one 5-hour epic.
Like 6 hour.
No, because the second one was 5 and
Isn't
a half.
Endgame like 3.5 or something?
I think it was right at 3,
Was
like
it?
303 or something.
Maybe.
But then I was like comparing that to Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is just a great film. Like that is a film. As close to a superhero movie, along with Dark Knight, can get to a
Logan.
film. And Logan, oh my God, yes. Those are the 3 superhero films, I would say.
What about Justice League?
Zack Snyder's version is up there.
Yeah.
All 4 hours of it. All right. Infinity War rules. Winter Soldier rules. Cinema rules. I really don't have anything else to talk about other than what we've been playing and what we've been watching. Shall we? Watching the streams.
Okay. I beat Paper Mario. I've beaten it before. I kind of want to go. So I saw online, I think it was on YouTube, like some optional bosses that I either didn't know were in the game or maybe are new in this one.
Bosses, yeah.
Okay. So I was thinking about doing that, but I don't know. I liked it a lot, but I'm also like, there's no platinum.
Right.
I feel like it's kind of like, what's the point? I don't know. But yeah, I beat it.
You changed my background. What the frig is this?
I saw it when I was doing mine. I was just seeing what other things there were.
I don't even remember how to turn it back to Mario now. You get up for 5 seconds to go check on your daughter who you thought was sleeping, and Sean lowers your chair and changes your background to something that is really hurting my eyes.
So I was looking for something to play.
Well, let me talk about it before you get to whatever's next.
Okay.
I have not beaten it. However, I am at the end, right?
You got to do that,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the final boss,
Right.
which is like a two-parter kind of thing.
But there's no more. I don't have to go down any corridors or
that's-
anything. It's
that's
just
it.
battles from here on out. Okay.
Yeah.
I love this game so much. I really don't know what else there is to say about it. Why is it that cranes in Nintendo games
Oh, okay.
just suck? They suck in Link's Awakening and they suck in this. And I can't think of any others, but they suck. You can't control well. And then when you're trying to pick up a coin or like a badge that is like, it's like a circle that's like this thin, and that thing goes, and it's like, I got it. So frustrating. So I was like, okay, nope. I tried it like 3 or 4 times. I was like, okay, I'm done with this room, and I just went about my business. And nothing. I didn't know what the badges were, but I didn't assume it couldn't have been something too great.
No, I don't think so.
The train. I didn't know what I was thinking about the train at first. But then I realized once I beat it, I was like, oh, the train is basically the dungeon.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Doing the detective work, going through the 3-day cycle. Then there's this, and then the train gets attacked. Spoiler. It's really cool. The boss fight was super fun. I ended up really liking it. And I like the little interstitial in between when you stop. And then you got like a little mini dungeon thing. So that was awesome. This whole the whole computer and Peach thing is just so weird. And I'm sure how it's going to end up. And the fact that Mario is just like, he walks in and he's like, oh! And he's just like, oh no, the computer. And it's like, I'm sorry guys. I'm not getting emotional over this. I'm sorry if you wanted me to. I assume I'm going to see more of tech here at the end would be my guess. Oh wait, no. Yeah, so never mind. AI. He'll be part of something else. What else?
Allen Iverson?
No. One of those electrified floor puzzles.
Yeah.
I got so sick. Like the first one was just, here's the path, remember it and follow it. Easy. Next one was kind of annoying. Then the third one I get to, you just try to walk off and it goes, I had to jump. Unless I was doing something wrong, I had to jump to the first panel. And then you had to go beep, beep, beep. And then you had to follow it as it goes boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. I kept trying to walk off and I kept getting electrocuted. There's no way I wasn't lined up with it. It was like, I don't know if it was glitching out or what, but it was super.
Yeah, I didn't have that issue.
I don't know. But yeah, I love this game. Something just happened that I'm so excited about before the final boss. I'm just so happy. I didn't think it was going to happen. Does that happen a lot in Mario RPG games? Mario role-playing games? Not Mario RPG, but you know what I mean.
I honestly don't remember. I just played last year, or was it 2 years ago? Origami King. I think it was probably 2 years ago.
That might have been 3 years ago.
I don't remember anything about it. I don't even remember. Okay. I don't remember anything about it. I think I played the first Paper Mario on an emulator well after the fact. Don't really remember anything about it. I have and beat the one on the 3DS. I have or had.
There's a Paper Mario on 3DS?
Yeah.
Oh. How did I not know that?
It's kind of a weird one. It's Sticker Star.
Okay.
and I think it's weird. I think you can like hammer and jump, but then your special moves are like, I think you have like cards or something. And so you might open a treasure chest and get like 3 power smashes or something like that.
Oh.
It's there's something weird about it, but
that.
I ended up liking it a lot. There's a lot of cool sticker related, like not platforming, but like puzzles, I guess, on the open world, and like having to, I don't know. It was actually really well done. I think there was Color Splash or something like that on Wii U, which I obviously never played. But yeah, to answer your question, I don't know.
Thank you. I don't even remember what my question was. Oh, does that happen in other ones? That's what it was. I will say, though, I thought you were, and maybe you were about to say what I was going to say. Oh, no, I don't think you were. As I'm getting to the end of this game, do you remember what level you were when you beat it? I'm level 25 right now. I'm at 32 hours, I think.
I don't know.
But it feels like 25 is more than enough.
I'm not going to lie. This part that you're at right now is kind of tough.
If I lose, do I have to do the other boss fight
I don't know.
again?
I didn't die, but I think I went a little crazy with
the flower power?
The badge points.
Okay.
So I have 2 power ups or whatever they're called. Attack up, strength up, whatever.
I've got one of those, and I've got 2 HP ups.
Okay. So I've got 2 of those, and I think I've also got 2 P up, D down.
Okay.
Which makes your attacks stronger, but your defense down.
I was.
So I've got like +4 on my attack for Mario. And I think I got maybe like 1 or 2 on my partner. And so that's probably why I struggled. Because a lot of the bosses at the end have, like 100 plus HP. So it's like, if I'm doing 6 or 7 damage versus like 8 or 9, But when they're doing 8 or 9 to me instead of like
attack.
6 or 7, it kind of makes a big difference when you've only got like, I don't know, 40 HP or whatever. So I think that's why I had a couple close calls, but I never died.
Okay.
But I think I maybe went a little overboard with some of that stuff.
So I've got where I ended up at. I'm pretty sure I've got 50 HP, including the badges, 50 flower power, and I think 33 badge points is what I got up to.
See, I got up to like, I think 50. I don't think I ever got to 60, but I think 57 badge points.
See, towards
and
the
I only had
end,
like 30 flower points.
Yeah, towards the end, I was like, I think I'm good. I would rather just have more flower points so I can use more special moves and stuff like that. Oh, and I'm using a badge that takes, like Mario, it takes 1 less flower power.
Yeah.
Obviously. But I love it. But what I thought about doing, when I got to the point I told you I was at last night, and I was just like, I'm about to go to bed, but I've got an idea. Why don't I go and look up how much Switch Online with the expansion pack is? Because the original Paper Mario is on there, and I found out that Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, I think that's that one, is on there for GBA. And I'm like, I freaking love baby's first RPGs. Don't care. I freaking love these games. It's $50 for one membership. For some reason, I thought it was $35 for the year, not $50.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
So the original Paper Mario, I will say, across the board, 1,000-Year Door is better.
Yeah.
But you're talking an N64 game versus GameCube. Like, that was a pretty big jump.
Yeah.
And obviously, you've now
8
played.
years
This
later.
isn't even GameCube. Now you're on Switch. So
Right.
it's not going to look great,
Right.
but you will be right at home with it. Like, you know about the timed attack. It plays the exact same way. Except I think it's like Zelda. Like, this is one of those Hyrule games, not one of those Termina. Like, I'm pretty sure this is just in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Okay, cool.
I don't remember what the story. I don't know if Bowser's just the villain. I don't really know.
He's just
much
walking
about
around
it.
like an idiot.
But it is very similar. Just not quite as good.
Yeah.
Not quite as like polished, maybe is the best way to put it. But like the mechanics are all like identical.
Well,
There's some stuff, like I don't think it had all the star power, but I'm pretty sure you've got like health, flower points. I don't even know if they have like badge points and stuff. I don't remember, but it's very similar.
I feel like, and also because I'm about to be going out of town for a week and a half, I'm like, that's a perfect, because we're flying out of Nashville because it's a direct flight to Syracuse. And I think it's probably like a 2.5 hour flight or something. But I'm almost like, if I end up doing this, I'm probably going to do the
Are you in
Mario
New York
Luigi.
until July? Or do you have like back-to-back trips or something?
No, we're there till June 30th. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because we leave on the 20th, come back on the 30th.
What are you doing for... We're getting off topic. But
We're going to land in Syracuse, get in the rental car, and drive to New York City. 50 is the Nintendo Online and the expansion pass, GBA and N64 and Genesis. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at getting, so I can play the GBA games and Paper Mario.
Okay, I didn't realize you were going to...
So we're going to the city
NYC.
because Jess and Eliza are going to try to see Wicked off-Broadway, and the Yankees are home that weekend. They're playing the Braves.
Oop.
So we're going to try to go to the new... Because I haven't been to the new stadium yet. You know, we all went together to the old stadium when Jess was pregnant with Noah. That's how long ago it was, 17 years ago. And I've never been to the new stadium, and they're playing the Braves. I'm like, yeah. So we're going to do that first, hang out there for a couple days. Then we're going to go to Watertown and the cottage and everything.
You're
and
just driving everywhere once you're there?
Oh, not in the city. I was telling the boys today, I was like, I was worried about driving in L.A. Driving in L.A. wasn't that bad at all. Driving in New York, horrible. I'm like, I'm going to drive to the hotel. I'm going to say, valet, here you go. I'm not getting back in that car until we're going to Watertown.
Where are you staying?
I don't have any idea.
But like Manhattan?
We're right near, I have no idea. I really don't know. I think so.
But like New York City. You're
New
not
York
staying
City.
like... Okay.
No, we're not like in
New
Jersey or
York
something.
City?
I didn't know there was chicken in this soup. We're not like, but we're just going to do the trains everywhere. And
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the only way... Not literally, but that's the only way to go to
It's the only
Yankee
way you
Stadium.
should. Yeah. Barkley, I'll give you your medicine in a little bit.
So New York City and then Watertown?
Yep. And staying at the cottage on the lake for a week. That's going to be awesome. Oh, and Jordan and Daniel are going to meet us there
Oh.
for like the last 3 days or something that we're there. I just am looking forward to getting a direct sub. I can't even. Yeah, exactly.
Man.
I can like taste the bread.
I know that was the first thing.
Yep.
Like, oh man, I do miss that.
So Paper Mario. Yep. Hey, it's awesome. Yeah. Superstar Saga, I think it's the one that's on there. Superstar is like really, really good, right?
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I played it compared to like Mario RPG. I'm pretty sure it was after Mario RPG that I played it. I don't know when I played it compared to Paper Mario. I mean, Thousand Year Door. Thousand Year Door was the first Paper Mario that I played.
Okay.
It's very... You've got Mario and Luigi. And if I remember correctly,
Is that all your party? Is it just the two of them?
So,
Okay.
yeah. But they each have their own... like maybe one of them is better at jumping, the other one's better with a hammer or something. And there's something weird where you control one of them with like A and R and the other one with B and L.
Okay.
It's still turn-based. Like you're never doing anything at the same time.
That's dumb.
But I think you can do like partner attacks where maybe you have to like...
that's cool.
There's like timing things where you're like A, like Mario's about to jump on Luigi, so hit A, and then he throws Luigi up in the air, so you hit B.
Like a synergy attack in Final Fantasy VII.
Basically, yeah. But it's pretty... I mean, I think that would be... I think you would enjoy it.
I think that's what I would play next to get a break, so that when I do play Paper Mario N64, I'm not comparing it to this freaking masterpiece of a Paper Mario game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. What else have you been playing?
So, I didn't know what to play. I got the Platinum in Cat Quest. I started Cat Quest 2. I need a break from Cat Quest. I'm just like, it's the same thing all over again. I'm like, I'll probably get this Platinum too, but I need a break. So I started looking on PS Plus. I don't care about... Did you ever play Fight Forever?
Not yet.
I haven't gone back to that. None of the other monthly games. I mean, Streets of Rage, but I've already played that.
Yeah.
And SpongeBob. So I'm like, is there anything new on PS Plus? I went through that entire catalog, and I'm just like, nope. Like, there's just nothing that I want to play. There's some good games on there, but I feel like I've played almost all of them at this point. I came close to playing like I was looking at like Far Cry. I'm like, it's not really my kind of game, but these seem to be pretty good, and I have like pretty much all of them on there. And then there was another game that was like, I can't remember what, but like another, all the Assassin's Creed games. But I'm like, I'm not looking for anything that intense. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to play.
You just want a palate cleanser.
Yeah. So I downloaded and started playing Bioshock Infinite.
Oh, thank you.
But I did pick up my previous game. And I'm like, all right, I got to figure out what's going on. So
You're
maybe
gonna
this will
have no
make
idea
sense
what
to
the
you.
hell's going on.
The first thing I did was I got onto some airship with Elizabeth. And then I don't know what happened, but somebody threw me off of it. And then Elizabeth ran away. And I was like, find Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And
you're probably maybe 25% through, but I doubt it.
And then all I know is I got to this part where you got the little thing that you ride around on, and I think I was like going around in circles, and there's like dudes below me shooting, and then I jumped off to shoot them, and now I'm like, now I don't know where. I'm sure it's not a big deal that I fell off, but I'm like, I don't know where I am now. Which way am I going? I just felt kind of lost. And then Kira came out, and then she's like, can we play the thing where you put the mask on VR? I'm like, okay. So I loaded up. She said, can we play that game where you throw the apples at me? And she's talking about Horizon, because you can like pick things up.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not throwing them at her. In real life, I'm doing this, and in the game, I'm throwing an apple.
But she can see it on the TV.
But yeah, oh my God, I had no idea what I was doing. I couldn't remember how to move. But you hold, I don't even know what it is, square and whatever buttons are on each controller, you hold them, and then you do this. But I kept trying to hold L and R, and I knew it was
in
this.
Horizon?
Yeah.
I have no memory of that game at all.
Yeah. And then I had to like, I don't know if it's a new item that I got or if I had it before, but I had no idea what to do. But it was like, they called it a rope dart, I think. And so I had to like climb up this thing, and then I think the game could tell I was just lost, because it's like push L2 or push L3 to open up your thing and select the rope dart. I'm like, I don't know which one of these is the rope dart.
I don't think I got that. Doesn't sound familiar.
Eventually I figured out the right one, and you have to like hold it and you stick it to this thing, and then you grab it and you throw it, and it makes like a rope.
Okay.
A rope.
Yeah. A zip line thing.
Yeah, for you to like slide down. I got to my first what are they, like the Watchers, pretty basic dinosaur thing, and he's like, oh, you can probably crawl through the grass and not be seen. I'm like, nope. He's like, oh, they see us. And it's like shooting fireballs at me.
And you're going...
I don't know how to dodge. Like, I can move.
You hold two buttons, I think, and then you do...
You have to, you like do this or something, but I couldn't figure that out. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. Then I played Kayak for a little bit.
That was the game that...
I know.
That just... it killed me.
So I went in...
The motion sickness was just ridiculous.
I went in and just did like a pick one and just kind of like... And it is beautiful. I mean, this is cool.
Yeah.
And then I realized, I'm like, I've never actually done a race. So I did a race, and I sucked. I couldn't control that thing for the life of me. I mean, you have to actually go through like gates and stuff. I'm like, I can move, but when you're trying to do like fine... And I can kayak fine in real life, but when you don't have like that kind of like force feedback, I'm always having to like stop and be like, all right, what do I, if I want to turn real sharp, what do I want to?
Once you start thinking, it's over.
Yeah. So that didn't go very well either. Then I just played Walkabout Mini Golf, and I don't know if this is new or if you could do it before, and I just didn't realize it. But usually you can either hit R2 to just go up to your ball after you hit it, so you can hit it again. Or you can like, I've already forgotten what the controls are, but you push a button or push one of the sticks or something to like have this little like bloop, 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 like a little teleport looking thing on the ground and be like, bring me over there. And then you just appear there. Or if you do whatever that same, I think you hold the stick forward and you like aim, like I want to go over there. But if you do that and you hold your putter straight up, you can fly.
Like
and then
Mary Poppins.
Exactly. That's what you'd be like. So you're like, And so I'm like flying around, and it was really cool. And then Kira wanted to try it.
I was going to say, did she do any of this?
So I put the mask on her before and just let her like kind of look around.
It doesn't just fall off her head.
It stayed on her well enough. And so I was showing her like how to do that, and she eventually had the hang of it. That if she holds her hand up and pushes the stick for it, and she just started like flying and
defying gravity.
I got weirdly kind of emotional because the course that I picked, it was like on these cliffs, and it was like just this very like nice, pleasant music, and Kira's just like flying, and she's like, I mean, to her this is like the coolest thing ever. She's like, oh my god, it really looks like I'm flying. She's like,
until she goes
she's like, I want to go, and she's just like flying around. I don't know, the whole thing made me like kind of emotional for whatever reason. And then when she landed, she like, all right, I'm gonna go. And so to go down, you point your stick down and push forward until you get to the ground, and then it makes you land. And when she landed, she like fell and collapsed. I'm like, all right, we're done with that before you fall on your face with this thing. But yeah, it was fun. But I think that's all I played.
Awesome. Yeah, John says Walkabout Mini Golf is excellent. I still remember Nick bought that.
I thought
so
you
I've
had
got it on my machine.
Yeah.
I just haven't played. I literally have not gone back since I got that motion sickness. I'm sure I'm fine now. Man, Gran Turismo was so cool in that. I cannot believe the amount.
That was the only game that like messed with, not from a motion sickness, but like I like turned and like I almost fell out of the chair. Like other than maybe the first time I played VR with Astro and just like walking around. Oh, this is cool. Looking at me. He's just walking around. Okay, all right, let's go that way. And then as soon as you walk that way and the camera starts moving, I'm like, whoa! Like that got me, and I got over that real quick. But yeah, when we were doing Gran Turismo that one time, I couldn't stay upright. Every time I would turn, I would like fall over. But
it was so cool. I can't believe I put 40 hours into a Gran Turismo game. All right, Sean, it's time to recap Not E3. You want to get to the news of the week?
Let's do it.
So, there was a lot of streams. There was two main ones. Another one just happened today, and we'll fly through that one. But I want to talk about the best one first, and that's Xbox. And this is, yes,
hands down the best.
This stream made me so badly miss E3, because with E3. Now, I know Sony bowed out before COVID started, and then they canceled everything, and it's just gone now. But back in my day, you had to go to E3, and you had to freaking show out. Even if you're going to show games that are like years away, you got to get people excited.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, here's our new console and cable, and you got to use Kinect. And then PlayStation's like, here's how you share games. This, in my mind, ever since we started doing this, I've pretty much watched all the Xbox showcases at E3 or not E3 time. I can't think of anything that even comes close to this.
I think this might be the first Xbox show that I've actually watched, because even I knew, I'm like, all right, I think they're about to bring it, and it was Broughton.
Bring it, they did, or Broughton it, they did.
Now, what I will say,
yes,
fantastic show, hands down. But the Gears of War thing was just CG. No, I'm just kidding. I don't forget. I was actually going to say something. Oh, I don't know how many of these games are going to come to PlayStation.
There was like 12 or 13 of them are coming to PlayStation.
Okay, well, that's a lot of them. Even if all of them did, I don't know that I'll play more than 2 or 3 of them. But just the fact that they all looked good, even if it's not my kind of game, this was an impressive showcase because they all looked fun. Maybe not so much that I'm going to spend $60, $70 on them, whatever, but like actual games and not stupid walk around and buy new clothes for your girl, or like weird like anime just like cutscene after cutscene after cutscene thing. Like these are actual video games, and I'm just like, even if I never play any of them, it just felt good to see. Like, and I don't care that it's Xbox. Good for you. Like, fantastic showcase, but it was just so good just to see games that look like fun video games for the first time in a long time.
It also, it made me, and there were stories, I think I saw it on Push Square and some other websites where like people on Twitter are killing Sony now. Like, what the hell are y'all doing?
I hope this lights a fire.
They have to do something. This is crazy. Now, I know they don't have any big franchises coming out this year or all that crap they said, but like, you can't go the rest of the year now and just do little state of plays. You got to bring the heat. You got to show us what's coming this second half of this generation.
Right.
The biggest compliment I can give to this showcase is that it made me think, I don't ever play my Series S. I kind of want to just sell that thing and get a Series X. And I cannot believe I'm saying that. Just to get the full... Like, I don't want to play Hellblade 2 on my crappy Series S. I don't know that I want to play it, period. But, I don't know. What were you going to say?
Yeah. Well, no, I was just going to say, like, does it... For such a casual Xbox person... Or maybe that just means, like you said, the show really nailed it to the point where you're going to the dark side. But I'm shocked that... I feel like you would just be like, Series S is good enough. I can get a taste of all these.
Right.
And I don't know how much, I mean, there was an announcement related to that, but I'm wondering how much would you be out of pocket to just upgrade to an X? Trade in your S, get an X. Would you still be out $300
probably, I would guess. Yeah, something like that. Because if I could find one on sale and Yeah. All right, let's get into it. So the Xbox Showcase kicks off with Blops 6. It's out October 25th. There will be 16 new multiplayer maps at launch, as well as 2 zombie maps. Internet is required, even if you play single player, because to try to not make the game as big, and we found out, thank you to Derek, that the 300 gigabyte thing was like, if you download, you don't, that's not true. It's like if you download the campaign, multiplayer, Warzone, something else. Like, it was like all-inclusive Call of Duty. It was like 300 gigs. I'm like, it's still 300 gigs, but whatever.
Yeah.
But an internet connection is required to play even the single-player campaign because they're trying to reduce the size of the game by streaming textures. That seems cool, but also, like, it's just weird. It's just weird that to play a single-player Call of Duty campaign for 5 or 6 hours, you have to be on the internet. I don't care because I'm on the internet. Most of us are always on the internet.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous, but at the same time, who does not have their console just connected to the internet at all times? Like, it's not really a big deal, but it also is kind of crazy.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
Series X was $399 at Best Buy the other day. See, that's what I'm saying. If I could get like 100, 150, I don't even know. I probably wouldn't even bother selling it, but whatever. And then Activision came out, I think today, and it's not as simple as just saying Call of Duty's on Game Pass, which is what we all thought. If you have Game Pass PC or Game Pass Ultimate, you get everything. You get the campaign, you get multiplayer, you get the zombies. If you have Game Pass Console, you only get the single-player campaign. You can either upgrade to Game Pass Ultimate to get zombies in the multiplayer, or you can subscribe separately to Game Pass Core, which I did not know was a thing. I mean, I know Game Pass Core was a thing. I didn't know you could have Game Pass Console and Game Pass Core.
Those aren't different tiers. Those are just different.
That's what I thought until today. So at that point, obviously, you would just get Ultimate because that includes multiplayer and everything. But it's not as easy as we assumed. So maybe they're not going to raise the prices, at least not yet. But obviously, they want people to get Ultimate, which makes sense. It costs the most money, etc.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in Black Ops 6. I love Black Ops is probably my favorite sub-series. I loved 1. I loved 2. 3 was 4 I never played because it was just multiplayer. 5 was the Cold War thing, which was really cool. Not as good as the first one, but... And then this one, we're going to be playing through like Black Hawk Down in Somalia, and we're going to be playing in Iraq. And these dudes are probably going to throw 9/11 in there or something. It seems like there's something really, I don't know, but I'm very interested in it. Do you care about Call of Duty?
No. I mean, it looks beautiful, but I don't know. I cannot get myself to care.
Something I think you might care about is Doom: The Dark Ages. Finally confirmed. It's out next year, 2025. 2025 is something that was said a lot in this. But even still, I don't care because, like you said, they're showing games that look freaking good.
Yeah.
Good to great to awesome. Doom: The Dark Ages, out 2025. It is coming to PS5 on day one as well, which we all pretty much assumed and had been rumored. But yeah, this is the origin story for Doom Guy. It's set in medieval times. This game makes no freaking sense.
Like the restaurant?
Huh?
Like the restaurant?
Is that what it's called, medieval times?
I think so.
This game makes no sense. Doom Guy has a chainsaw shield. His shield can be thrown, but I saw somebody said it wasn't the shield he threw. It was something else. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was the shield. He can throw it like Kratos' axe.
I thought it was. Yeah.
Or Mjolnir. He's got a freaking Morning Star that he's like, whoa! Like he's Simon Belmont. He's flying around on a freaking dragon. And he's got a shotgun or some kind of gun that you load it with a skull and it crushes the skull and then shoots out skull pieces as bullets. Also, he gets into a friggin' Metal Gear to fight like a cyber demon or something at the end. This makes no sense. First off, where is he getting these weapons in medieval times? Why is this the origin story of Doom Guy? Maybe we never knew, but maybe Doom and Doom Eternal were actually taking place in like 835, AD. I don't know. What
is he just times? A guy? Is he like immortal? How does
That's what I'm saying.
What is the timeline of?
This makes absolutely no friggin' sense.
But it doesn't have to.
Oh my God. What did you think of Doom: The Dark Ages?
This is a first-person shooter that I can get behind. I could play this game. I care about this way more than Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even close. I still might not get it.
Right.
But it looks pretty fun.
Like, I only played Doom 2016. I played the demo. I bought Doom Eternal because it was COVID, and I was like, I'm so sick of everybody talking about Animal Crossing. I'm going to support Doom. I'm going to play Doom Eternal. I probably got halfway through it before I just fell off and went on to something else. When I first started watching this trailer, though, I was like, he's got a freaking shield? This is stupid. 2 seconds later, I was like, oh my God, it's like a chainsaw and it spins around and he can throw it. I'm like, but once I got over the fact that none of this makes any sense, it's like, why do I care? I just want to shoot stuff. And like, it just looks like it's pure fun.
I feel like if this is a late 25 game, this is a
Christmas.
I'll wait for Christmas kind of thing. I don't know that I'm going to shell out $70 for it. I mean, even if it's an early 25 game, maybe I just wait till Christmas. Like, I don't need this game, but it does look fun.
We just got done with 2023, which we said might be the best year in gaming history. Up there with 97 and 98 and 2007. 25 right now.
It's off to a good start.
GTA 6.
Hopefully.
Death Stranding 2. Shut up. Dark Age. Everything we're going to talk about. Like, some stuff from Sony.
Maybe.
We have to hope. This was just right about up there with being my game of the show. State of Decay 3 got a gameplay trailer. First time we've seen anything from it since it was first revealed 4 years ago. Anything to say on State of Decay 3, Sean?
Nah.
Dragon Age was renamed from, what was it called? Dreadwolf.
Yep.
To the Veilguard, and it was shown off. This game is also coming to PS5. It's not anything. It was shown to Xbox. I wrote down, this looks like Fortnite if Fortnite was an RPG.
I don't really dig not the graphic, like the art style. Yeah. I don't know much about Dragon Age. Like,
it shouldn't look like that.
Well, yeah. But is it just, I don't really know. Is it an RPG?
Yeah.
Just RPG.
Mm-hmm. Third person. I don't think it's turn-based.
Modern,
I can't remember. Yeah, a modern RPG.
Yeah.
But the name change to the Veilguard shows off the importance of the companions and what they're going to play in the game. Still supposedly coming out this year. They're doing a full gameplay reveal tomorrow as we're recording this, June 11th. This ain't doing it for me.
No, I don't need this.
Starfield is getting the Shattered Space DLC later this year. We got a trailer for it. There is a new patch out now that adds new gear, locations, and mods. Of course, they did a big update not too recently that I don't even think we talked about here, but it actually added maps, which is nice, and a bunch of other stuff that should have been there. It finally got a 60 frames mode, which is nice.
There wasn't maps before?
Nope. Or if there were maps, they just didn't work.
Yeah.
But the DLC looks like it's horror focused. There's like these monsters that can cloak, and there's corpses floating around, and there's going to be new guns and stuff. Night, John.
See it.
Any thoughts on Starfield? Are you going to when this, because this is coming to PS5. We just don't know it yet.
If it does, I mean, I feel like this is another one of those games I'm going to be like, it looks interesting, but unless I've got, that was another thing. When I was looking through PS Plus and I was looking for things to dive into, I saw, what's it called? The big Elder Scrolls. What's the big one? Skyrim. I saw Skyrim and I'm like, I would probably enjoy it, but I could not pull the trigger on that. And that's kind of how I feel about this. I'm like, it kind of looks interesting, but I'm like,
hated it.
I don't know. Really?
I hated it.
This is one where you said you were picking everything up and then you become
I'm encumbered. I'm like, this sucks. But I also played the 1.0 version before all these updates and stuff. So by the time it comes to PS5 and you can actually play it, it's going to have 60 frames per second. It's going to have the maps. It's going to have all this stuff. It's going to have the DLC.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Fallout 76 detailed their new update, which is coming out early 2025. For this update, when you get to level 50, you can start a quest to become a ghoul, like the dude with the red face in the show. This is the first time that ghouls will be playable in Fallout. They have radiation benefits, ghoul-specific perks, and, of course, the new appearance, like the guy that looks like Red Skull, because he has a red skull. I don't care about Fallout 76.
No.
Expedition 33 was revealed. It's coming out 2025. This is coming to PS5 as well I meant Game Pass as well as PS5 and PC, of course. It is a mix of turn-based combat with real-time actions like Paper Mario and Sea of Stars. People are hyped for this.
I could kind of get into this.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. This kind of looks like I do want Dragon Quest 12. Good old classic, assuming they follow the recipe. That's not what I meant to say.
Well, kind of.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean.
And I also love Rebirth. This kind of looks like you kind of split the difference. Like, it's not full on just turn-based, but it's turn-based for the new millennium or something. I don't know. Is this the one, is this Ben Starr? Wasn't he doing the voice in this?
I think it was this one. Or was it? No, I think it was. Yeah,
I think it was this
one.
This is easily top 5, maybe top 3 games of the show for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in this.
I'm interested too, but next year is just going to be insane. South of Midnight got a gameplay trailer for the first time. It's out in 2025.
So had we heard of this before?
We saw it for the first time last year. This is
from
the developer of We Happy Few. This is the game where it's just the trailer we got the first time was just like this dead guy in a swamp playing on his banjo or a guitar or something, and this girl walks up to him as he's like singing about what the game's about, and that's it.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
This didn't do it for me.
No, I don't think I care. I did not like the frame rate stuff. I thought my stream was. I know,
people were freaking out online.
Yeah, okay. It was messing with me.
Yeah, at least in Death Stranding 2, it's just the little guy. Remember that? There's like the puppet guy that moves at a different frame rate from everybody else. Like he's running at 24 frames and everything else is 60. So weird. World of Warcraft got an update trailer, and then dreams come true. Metal Gear.
Talk about World of Warcraft?
Nope. Metal Gear Solid Delta was there, but we didn't get a date. So, I almost nailed this to a friggin' T. We see the opening cutscene. We see Major Zero. We see Paramedic. We see Snake getting ready to do the Halo jump. Did you just burp? Because something just came on over here. No?
I don't think so.
You can see Ocelot for a split second when it's Snake doing all the CQC to Ocelot's soldiers. Somebody like took screenshots of it, and you can see him down on the ground after Snake has already like kicked his ass and everything. We can see the boss on the bridge. I will say the only thing I am not 100% on board with, and people seem to be pretty split, is the way the boss looks.
I thought she looked about like you would expect the kind of
real boss
evolution. Yeah, like I don't know. I thought she looked fine.
I guess it's just like Snake looks so much like Snake, just better looking. Whereas it's almost like the boss is like a different face. You know, I don't know. I'm sure I'll get used to it. I don't care. All the cutscenes were recreated 1-to-1, like I was just hoping. We did finally see some lip syncing right at the end when he said, "Commencing Operation Virtuous Mission," and it looked good. I was like, "Oh God, thank you."
I will stand by not that it's that big of a deal, but I do think Hader's voice coming out of that model, it just looks out of place. The lip syncing was good, I agree, but it's just like
this clowny voice talking out of coming out of a real person.
It just looks so weird.
But it's not as weird as Jack Bauer's voice coming out of Snake's face.
But I got used to that.
I got used to it, but it's still like when I just see like I'll randomly go back and watch some cutscenes and stuff, and I'm like, God, it's so weird. This? Like, whoa, that is not what I expected. So we got to see some real gameplay. Snake can do the crouch walk. That was like the one main thing. And we might have seen that in one of the first reveals. I can't remember. But that was the one main thing. Like I've said all along, Metal Gear Solid 3 with Metal Gear Solid 5's control scheme. It looks like they're giving us that. He can crouch walk. He can, that one point where he's on his back, first off, and he's covered by mud, and he's like, ugh. I'm like, oh my God, this looks so friggin' good. The CQC's been updated. It looks amazing. Then they updated the official website for Metal Gear, and we got this information. Quote, "The story characters, voice acting, gameplay, and music that made the original a sensation return, remade for modern consoles. They are using Unreal Engine 5. Did we know that, or did we just assume it was Unreal 5?
I don't know.
In my mind, I knew that, but I'm like, maybe I just couldn't remember. But Unreal Engine 5 will allow them to show facial wrinkles, pores, separate eye and iris movements, as well as rich facial animations. This is awesome. I don't need it. I don't need to see Snake's pores, though. Like, I didn't need to see the peach fuzz on Aloy's face. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate it. The fidelity of it is amazing. But, yeah. This next thing I appreciate a lot more, and that's the battle damage system. You'll see wear and tear on Snake's clothes. He will get bruises and bullets that will appear on his body in real time. This makes me want to play this game as actually naked Snake without the shirt, just so you can see everything.
Yeah.
His body injuries that he takes will stay permanently, and they say that so every player can kind of have their own story as they play through Metal Gear 3.
But I feel like you can get shot several times and not die. In general. Fighting one dude.
Is he going to be just covered in blood?
By the end of the game, you're just going to be nothing but bullet holes. But
I am still interested to see one of people's complaints, other than controls of the old game, is the way it just got to be so annoying. And I can even kind of agree with this. The cure menu. Like, oh my God, I got another friggin' leech. I got to light my cigar, and then I got to put it over here. You know, so I'm interested to see how they incorporate that, because I'm guessing they'll change that, but we'll see. They did confirm a modern control scheme, but you can opt for classic controls if for some reason you want to like hold circle to shoot. Like, no, you don't want to do that. They did confirm, as we could already tell, there is a new third-person camera. You can also play with the legacy overhead camera. It's cool to see the game in that fidelity and be taken back 20 years to when I first played this. Like, with that, before Subsistence gave you a camera that you could move around and stuff. It looks so cool. There's no way in hell I'm playing it like that. No. Then they put out their Metal Gear Solid Legacy video number 2, hosted by David Hayter. He's standing in a room from Groznygrad. Obviously, he's just on a green screen, but you're seeing one of the rooms when you infiltrate Groznygrad. Remember, and that's where Raiden. Oh, we haven't seen Raiden yet. Where Volgin finds Raiden, and he's like, "Oh, come here, my little boy. I love you so much." when you're walking around, you got to knock him out in the bathroom, and then you put the mask on and you put his clothes on.
Raiden?
It's Major Rykov, but they put this guy in there that looks just like Raiden to make fun of him because everybody hated him in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Okay.
So they showed comparisons between the old and the new. Everybody's done this on Twitter. It is literally shot for shot, these cutscenes. We did see a little bit of new footage. You see Snake when he comes up, remember when you come out of the tunnel and there's all those tanks lined up and everything?
Yeah. Yep.
He's there. It's the one of the cutscenes is him where he's like got his back up against a tank and he's kind of looking like this and he's got his gun and that's the first good shot we've seen of him with the bandana because they showed so much of him without the bandana in this. Oh my God, he looks it looks perfect. The detail is just insane, and they did confirm that the cutscenes are shot for shot. There is deluxe and collector's editions coming, although I just saw this recently before we went on the air. There's no deluxe for the US. It's only like Asia and Europe. So you can either just get the game here or you can get the collector's edition. I pre-ordered it from Best Buy.
$200?
$200. Don't care. I need that terrarium. Don't care.
No arm.
No arm. But look, he's... or you could be like The Rock. I'm a loser, baby. Also on Twitter, I saw that Jim Piddock, who's the voice of Major Zero, said, quote, "Yes, we're on board. Some new recordings with the original." So he's alluding to the fact that he's actually doing new voice recordings for Zero, which is super interesting.
No, that's weird.
David Hayter hasn't said anything other than obviously it's David Hayter's voice, and he's fine with that. I don't know. It could just be codec. Now when I think about it, it could just be some funny codec call or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A little Easter egg.
They did announce that tomorrow, as we're recording this Tuesday, Xbox is going to do a podcast deep dive on it. They did one of those for Avowed today, and it was 27 minutes long. So if it's that long tomorrow, oh my God. Also, GameStop tweeted out, "Game's out November 17th. And I got really excited. And then I looked, and that's a Sunday. But I think by the time tomorrow comes to a close, I might actually get full points for my prediction. I almost think they're going to show the release date at the end of this deep dive tomorrow. Obviously, I'm over the moon. I'm wearing my shirt. I still can't believe this is really happening. This must be what it was for you the first time we actually saw, not just that they're remaking Final Fantasy VII, but we actually saw the game. Like it
was several stages.
What the frick? Are you kidding me?
But I think it culminated.
June 2016 is hard. Yes, James, it is.
It culminated when I got the game, and I think I sat at just the start menu for 2 minutes, just like, oh my God. So yeah, I know how it feels.
What do you think? Obviously, I'm over the moon. This is my game of the year. If it actually comes out this year, I don't care. Even if it sucks, if it's like a 65 on Metacritic. Personally, for me, and it really looks... Now, of course, no one has really played it yet. David Hayter has played it, but you can't really trust what he says. He's paid by Konami.
He's a hater.
He's not a hater, but he's a hater, but he's not a hater. I really don't think they're going to screw this up. Like, before I had seen this stuff over the last 24 hours, I was still worried.
I mean it in all sincerity, even though it's going to sound weird. I don't think this could be worse than the original. And I mean that sincerely. Like, I have my problems with the original.
Right.
I stand by that it's unplayable now. But when it first came out, I loved it. I think I liked 2 better, but this was right there. I think this was probably... It's one of those things where across the board you can say like every little thing you could grade it on, it's probably better than 2, but I feel like I still liked 2 better. I don't know.
No, I get
But
that.
if they get the controls right, which shouldn't be that hard to do,
No.
I don't see how they could screw this up. There may be some weird things, like I mentioned, where just the old school cartoony voice with new realistic models might kind of look weird. Like, I feel like there could be some little hiccups like that, but I don't think it would take away from the overall experience that much. I don't know how they could screw it up.
They've showed so much of this game too. Like, you also see Snake. You see the motorcycle chase from the end when he's shooting the rockets at everybody. And there's some, you got to find the frogs there. Oh, and I did notice that when Hader was talking to the Japanese guy, I forget his name because I didn't write it down, but he's been with Konami for 30 plus years. He's a lifer. He's been a producer. He's worked on Metal
Hideo Kojima.
No, dumbass. But up in the corner, you can see one of the keratins. One of the frogs is up there. So they're probably still going to have 64 frogs. That's going to be part of the platinum. They have shown a lot of this game. They haven't spoiled any. If you don't know the story for Metal Gear Solid 3, they haven't really spoiled anything, which is cool. But they have shown a lot of the game just without context. You don't know what everything is.
I'm curious how much it changes. Like, they could do a lot of different things with the end. Mm-hmm. Not the end of the game.
No, I know.
And just the boss fights in general. Like, I wonder if they will be recreated faithfully, or if they're going to be like, let's try to modernize this a little bit. Or if they're going to be like, no, that's what it was. That's what it's going to be. I'm curious to see how they do some of that.
Yeah.
I think the final boss will be very cool.
Oh, it's gonna. I'm gonna be a blubbering mess. It's
when it
bad
gets
enough.
to the end.
Yeah.
Not the end.
No, I know.
But the boss, but not the boss.
I'm so funny.
But yeah, when you know the part, like when they get to that, you're just gonna be like,
I'm not doing this.
You're just gonna put it down and walk away.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
I can't believe it's real. It just obviously it was my game of the show. It's my game of the millennium. It's my game. It's my favorite game of all time. And I just can't believe I'm seeing it. And I do think there's a good chance it comes out this year. Is why I was saying they've clearly got a lot of this done. And the fact that they're actually showing gameplay and stuff like, and we don't know how long Virtuous Studios or whatever they're called has actually been working on this.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. This I'm just so I am so happy.
But like I wonder like how obviously the first game you're like in this area and then you leave and then it cuts and then you're in this new area. Like I wonder obviously I don't think that's how this is going to be. But are they going to recreate it like as if it was all one big open area
world,
like and if the path splits here and you like is the map a one-to-one recreation? Like I wonder how.
Everything they've shown so far is, but we have not seen them go from one area to another yet.
Yeah.
We haven't seen like if it says Dramuchi North,
right?
One, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so happy. I can't believe it's real. This showcase was awesome, even without this. I will say that.
Yeah.
But the fact that this happened, 10 out of 10. All right. Sea of Thieves Season 13 got a trailer. This is also coming to PS5. Flintlock Siege of Dawn is out in July. Also coming to PS5. Did somebody draft this year? I know it got drafted last year, but it didn't end up coming out.
I don't know.
I can't remember. John might have drafted. I can't remember. It's a Soulsborne game. People are really excited for this. I'm just in the thing where, again, as I've said before, if I'm going to play a Souls game, I'm going to play a Souls game.
Right, yeah.
If I'm going to play a from game, I'm going to play a from game.
Oh.
Wow.
You said you re-downloaded Elden Ring. Did you play it all? Or you
Not
just
yet.
download? Okay.
I'm probably, but that's the thing, like, so I'm going to beat Paper Mario probably tonight.
Oh, yeah, it comes out while you're gone.
The DLC comes out while I'm gone. I would probably try to play it a little bit.
Wait, when does it come out?
21st or 24th, I forget.
Okay, so I'll have some time with it.
Before we pod?
No, before, because we leave on the 27th for a long weekend, but I'll have some time before then.
Age of Mythology Retold coming out in September. This is a remake / remaster. They're calling it it's giving the definitive edition treatment for this 2002 real-time strategy game. Did you ever play this? Because
I don't even remember it.
I don't either.
I played Age of Empires a lot.
Okay.
I don't remember Age of Mythology, but I don't think I want to play any RTS games with a controller.
No.
Like, and oddly enough, that's how the first time I played one was Command & Conquer on the N64. I rented it.
I thought it was Saturn. That's right.
And I had no idea I don't think I knew what a real-time strategy game was. I don't think, even if I did, I didn't know that that's what Command and Conquer was. I think it was just like, I don't know. This looks kind of cool. I'll try this. And then I liked it a lot. And then I think I like it a lot. And I think it was a long time. Well, I don't know if that was the first, because I probably played like Warcraft before. But I still loved it. But then I remember there's some other point where I attempted to play some kind of RTS game on a console. And I'm like, oh, I can't do this. This is unplayable.
Yeah.
But at the time, I loved it. So, I don't know.
Hell froze over because next we actually got to see Perfect Dark. 4 years after it was announced. No date, no year, no nothing yet. So don't get your hopes up too much. But the first thing I wrote about Perfect Dark is holy shit. This was my game of the show, not counting Metal Gear.
Really?
The fact that it's actually happened, and I never played I didn't play Perfect Dark. I didn't play Perfect Dark Zero. I have no history at all with this. I didn't even play GoldenEye, I don't think. If I did, it was a very tiny little bit.
Yeah.
This looked incredible. So, and we got more details after the fact with some interviews and stuff. They're taking elements of first-person shooters, immersive sims, as well as stealth action. I wrote here, it looks like it's going to be heavy on the platforming and parkour. Mirror's Edge, that's the game I couldn't think of. It looks like it's kind of some Mirror's Edge elements. There's this cool gadget that you can record people's voices and then you can deep fake to trick stupid computers to get in, like open gates and stuff. They said you don't need to have any knowledge of the series at all. Good for me. The movement and the gadgets will allow you to complete missions in different ways. It is set in modern Cairo in a city that's kind of the city's kind of like walled off from everything else. And it's set in the near future and everything. Combat's going to include lethal and non-lethal methods. There is close quarters combat. They didn't call it CQC, but I wrote down CQC. You can take down multiple people at once. You can do stealth and more and more and more. This looked amazing.
This is also, I mean, totally different from Doom, but another kind of first-person shooter I could get behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like, did you play Perfect Darks?
I had it.
There was 2 games. Oh no, but the other one came out on Xbox. That was after.
No, I played the original.
Okay.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, and those N64 FPS games did not, like,
you're using the C buttons to freaking look. Like, oh my god.
and I liked it despite that.
Yeah.
I think they had something where, you moved with the stick and you used the C buttons to aim, but I think you could also hold L or Z or R or something and you would not move anymore, and then it's like you use the stick to like aim around,
like in Metroid.
the screen, kind of like the screen didn't move, you're just moving your target around, like pew 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 pew.
Okay.
So stuff like
Gotcha.
that, but
Okay.
it despite that, I mean, at the time it was a fantastic game.
Yeah. I can't believe that's real. I can't believe it's actually happening, especially because we've been getting reports even recently that this game is just not in great shape. I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that we'd ever see it.
Oh my god. I'm not going to say it's quadruple A like they were saying, but to me, I think it's my game of the show. Going on from there, we got Diablo 4, the Vessel of Hatred DLC is coming out this October. Then we get Fable gameplay. Fable's coming out next year as well. Supposedly. This, of all the games they said for 2025, Doom is 100% coming out next year. Fable is the one that I'm like, I don't know about that. We did find out that Eidos Montreal is helping with the development of this game. Everything they showed is running in engine, and I wrote, it just is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about Fable. To me, it's kind of like it's Xbox's Zelda. I don't know. I feel like this was not the first trailer that they showed for this new Fable a year ago or whatever it was. I was like, you're trying too hard to be funny. And it's actually, I hate this word, but it was kind of like cringe.
Yeah.
I didn't get that from this. This guy's telling the story and everything. We did see some gameplay. I don't know. Again, I'm like, this looks pretty freaking good.
It looks beautiful. I've never played any Fable game, even though I think I would love them. This, I think, looks really good, but it doesn't really look like Fable. I get things have to change from generation to generation, but like this seems like you should, I don't know. This doesn't seem like it should be a Fable game. And I'm saying that as somebody that's never played any of it. But like, yeah, I think of Fable almost like Zelda. And then imagine if like the next Zelda came out and it looked like realistic like that. Like it would just be like, you can call it Zelda, but like, what is this?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And also, we already have a George. That's the other thing. And that's probably why I tried Witcher 3 and I just couldn't do it, because it was overwhelming, but it's also like, it's Zelda for adults. No, Zelda is Zelda for adults.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Then they announced Fragpunks. I put an S on the end of this. I don't know if it had an S, but it's coming out 2025 on PC and Xbox. It's a 5v5 hero shooter, which will have some card game elements in it. Right there, I'm like, I'm out. No.
I feel like right around now,
we took a dip.
yeah,
we took a dip.
The show was like, whoa. And then
Then we got Winter Burrow was revealed. It's a survival game where you play as a mouse, and I wrote, you're probably going to die, and it's going to be sad. Mixtape was announced. It's the next game from Annapurna. You go through memories, going through 90s music, so it's just nostalgia, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Somebody did draft. Did you draft this? I feel like somebody drafted it.
That's a good
just
question.
hoping that it was going to come out this year.
I kind of, now that you mention it, I may have.
I just wrote, it's gorgeous. It's Flight Simulator. This is going to be very career focused.
James, if you're in
With
the
this
chat
one.
still, let me know if I drafted it. I'm going to try to find it right now. But I just texted.
You texted one.
Wrote scoreboard. I meant to search for it.
You're an idiot. Here it is from Discord. Scoreboard. This is why you can't do anything on a phone and talk at the same time. Not you. I mean the royal you.
Oh, gosh. I'm just trying. I give up.
That was
James, if you're here, let me know if I drafted it.
Then we got Elder Scrolls Online. Don't care. Life is Strange is getting a new game called Double Exposure. It's out in October. Also coming to PS5. We got an Indie and the Great. You did this. You moved his record. You say oval. Indie and the Great Oval, as Sean wrote, instead of the Great Circle. Got a new trailer. Still no date. Still coming out this year. I still don't know how this is going to work in first person. Disregard. Yeah, thanks. I still don't know how this is going to work in first person. The gunplay and everything, obviously. It's something about the whip. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know how you blend first person and third person in the right way, but this seems like it should have been third person.
Yeah.
But looks good.
Then they revealed Mecha Break coming out 2025, also coming to PS5. There's a beta this August. This is when I was starting to glaze over a little bit. Then we got Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, which is, I'm sorry, this is a horrible name for a game.
I don't even remember that one.
It's another Soulsborne-ish game. It's about a pirate. It's coming out.
Dang it. No, I did not.
Somebody did, though, I'm pretty sure. Did he say who?
No, but he said I did not.
Coming out 2025, also coming to PS5. And then we got a trailer for Avowed.
Oh, I forgot that I drafted Metal Gear Solid Delta, so I really do hope it comes out this year.
Oh, crap. That's right. You stole it from me to be a jackass. But I think you also drafted it, like, if it comes out this year, cool. But it's probably coming out next year, and then you can just keep it.
Yeah, I got it pretty late.
Yeah. So yeah, Avowed. It was confirmed for a November release date by an Obsidian blog post before they deleted it. So it looks like it's coming out. I forget if it's November 8th or 12th, but it is coming out this year. Details on the podcast. The game can be played in third person. They've only showed this in first person before now. So I find that interesting. They're saying the game is essentially done. They're just polishing it now. Combat has been greatly improved compared to other Obsidian games. Lots of different ways to approach fights. There are skill trees, there's dialogue choices, companions, different levels of gear from normal up to legendary and all that. Seems pretty cool. Something about this just looked off. Like almost like some of it looked like PS3 game-ish. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Not like Silent Hill 2. It didn't look, because that was just I don't understand what's going on with that game. Avowed, it's another one of those that's been rumored that it's going to come to PlayStation. Do you care?
Not right now. I mean, I could see. I feel like I haven't written it off, but it's going to have to win me over. I'm not there yet.
The third person thing to me is kind of like, what game are you wondering about? I missed it. Avowed? Is it? I don't know.
We were talking about Flight Sim.
Yeah, we were talking
if
about
I
Flight
drafted
Sim,
it, but
and
I
then you
apparently
answered
did
that.
not.
So I don't know what you're talking about now. Let us know, James.
But yeah, if anybody drafted Flight Sim for this year,
yeah, just
that's
let
what we're
us know.
curious
I think
about.
somebody did. One of the big draws to this, I thought, was the first person thing. So now showing that you can play it in third person also is like,
Yeah.
it's weird. I wish Indiana Jones had that option. Adamfall was revealed, coming out in 2025, also coming to PS5. It's a Fallout-ish game, I said. It's set in the UK. They showed big purses, big robots that can be played in first person, or it's played in first person. They showed bow and arrow. They showed guns. Some weird-looking bad dudes that like light up blue and everything. And then I like the final shot where it just looks like it's like Death Stranding, but then there's a red London like phone booth sitting there, like in the wilderness. This game looks interesting.
Yeah.
I forget who makes this. I want to say it's Rebellion. Derek drafted Flight Simulator. Okay. Good job, Derek. That's an easy high score. I got it.
That should be like an 88 plus, probably,
Yes.
just because.
We got a new trailer for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Showed Naoe. I don't know how to say the name, but stealth. She's got the hood and blade, the hood. She can grapple. It's like old school Assassin's Creed. People are happy. Stalker 2 got a new trailer. Supposedly it's coming out September 5th. Again, this is made by devs in Ukraine. This game was supposed to come out last year, but due to, I'll just call it unforeseen circumstances, they were not able to get it out. I hope this game comes out this year, and I hope it's freaking awesome. Then they announced there's 3 new Xboxes coming out. Well, they're new, but they're not new. There's a discless white Series X 1 terabyte version for $450 coming out. These are all coming out holiday. There's a Galaxy Black Series X that's 2 terabytes, but it does have a disc. And there's a white Series 1 terabyte version coming out for $350. I thought they already made a 1 terabyte version of the Series S. Am I crazy?
I'm not sure.
Then they had the one more thing, and it was Gears of War, the 6th installment, Gears of War E-Day. No release window. I got to think this is like a 26 or a 27 game.
I would guess 26, yeah.
It's a prequel set 14 years before God of War, Gears of War 1 on Emergence Day, starring Marius and Tom. That obviously is supposed to say Marcus Phoenix, and Dom. Holy crap. I said Tom. Did you do that? Oh, I guess it just autocorrected and I wasn't paying attention. It's running on Unreal Engine 5. Everything shown was in engine, no matter what Jeff Keighley says about Bill Blur. And then they ended the trailer with you don't hear the song, but you hear the notes of Mad World. And I was like, You could not have made a better trailer than this to intro a game.
Yeah.
My God. This also... The big 3 hitters outside of Metal Gear, it was Doom, it was Perfect Dark, and it was even just this as a teaser is like, holy crap. Now, some people are mad that it's not actually Gears of War 6 to continue the story from 4 and 5. I think maybe Marcus Phoenix died in 3. Something happened because then you play as his daughter. I don't know.
You play as his daughter in 4 and 5?
Yeah, or his friends of her daughter or something, his daughter. I don't know. It is not a spinoff, though. They confirmed it is the next mainline game. Coalition is content with the story they've told in Gears 4 and Gears 5. People are not happy about that. They're going to try to overhaul the cover-based shooting. It'll be overhauled and improved. The fear of the locusts will play a big role in this, as you saw in that opening teaser, and how terrifying it was with this dude trying to kill Marcus and Tom. Marius and Tom. The environmental and character details will be 100 times better than Gears 5. I don't even know. What the hell does that even mean? Why even say that?
Yeah,
that's like saying the next console. The next console is going to be the biggest leap forward ever. No, it's not. It's probably going to be the smallest leap forward. And then also separate from the showcase, Phil Spencer did an interview on IGN where I've got some quotes here from him. He said, quote, "You are going to see more of our games on more platforms." They said that's how they want to build franchises and everything.
That's also how you make money.
Yes.
Because you ain't going to make it from Game Pass.
No. When he was asked about recent studio closures, he said, "Sometimes you have to make hard decisions, and I have to run a sustainable business." Okay, but Xbox has also said, but we want games that win awards that are small. And it's like you had one and then you killed them. Mm-hmm. He did say, "I think we should have a handheld too." This Microsoft handheld thing is happening. He wouldn't have said anything if this wasn't a real thing.
Probably, yeah.
PlayStation, you better be making the PS4 portable. PSP4, whatever. What? PSP4? No, that's hard to say. That's a mouthful. You better be making a handheld too, so I can play every PS4 game on there. He said when it comes to Call of Duty, he doesn't want to, quote, "do slimy platform things," basically taking a shot at PlayStation, having PlayStation exclusive maps and early content and all this, blah, blah, blah. Let's remember this quote for down the road, Phil. That's all I'll say. Thoughts overall, easily the best showcase we've seen this year. Best showcase we've probably seen. For me, it might be since, what was it? The PlayStation's showcase in 21 when we got a bigger look at God of War Ragnarok. I can't remember. Like the future of games. Or remember that? They called it like the future of gaming showcase or something.
Yeah.
This freaking 10 out of 10. Like literally, if I had to give it a rating, A+, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, whatever you want to call it. I thought this was incredible. I'm very happy for Xbox and for Xbox fans.
Yeah, they nailed it.
Any other thoughts, Sean?
No.
For people that aren't watching, any other thoughts, Sean? They're going to be very confused as to why I sounded like Darth Vader. Somebody call the fire department. So to go from a 10 out of 10 show, let's now talk about a 2 out of 10 show. Jeff Keighley, I love you. You are starting to get on my freaking nerves. Summer Game Fest Live was just bad. I don't know how else to say it. He showed like 135 games in 2 hours, and I don't know that I cared about all.
I don't know that there's a single game that won.
Yeah.
One game that I'm like, oh, okay.
I will say they started off strong. We've heard all the rumors. They're going to run Horizon into the ground, and they started with Lego Horizon Adventures. It's out this year. But it's not just out this year on PS5. Oh, no. It's coming to PC, and it's coming to friggin' Switch. Now, this is not made by Sony First Team. This is made by Studio Gono or something like that. I can't remember what they're called, but I think they do Lego games. I do say it looks beautiful. I'm not playing this game.
No,
I don't care about
Lego games. I can't get into
games.
the Lego games.
Then they showed No More Room in Hell 2. I don't even remember that, but I wrote it down, so I guess it happened. Then they showed the Harry Potter Quidditch. Quidditch or Kidditch? Quidditch?
Quidditch, I think?
Quidditch? I thought it was like porridge.
Oh, I thought it was
but it's
Quidditch.
Okay.
I spit.
It's out September 3rd. It's coming out on everything, and it is launching day one on PS Plus Essentials, so that's cool. All right, bye, James. Then a game called Cuff Bust. I don't remember this, but it's about breaking alien mice out of jail.
I don't remember that either.
I don't know, man. I glassed over. I don't know. Star Wars Outlaws got a trailer. One of 17 trailers we got this weekend for this game. Lando's in the game. Cool. I mean, I don't know what I just said. Neva gameplay. This is from the developer of Grease. This is the game that we saw, I think, for the first time last year. Remember with the wolf, the big wolf deer white thing?
Yeah.
But it's got combat. I didn't think this game was going to have combat.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
This was probably my game of the show, and that's not saying much. Civ 7 was revealed. It's out next year on console and PC. This is a game like you said for the RTSs. I don't know how you play Civ on a controller. I don't know how we played SimCity on SNES. It worked.
That just worked. That was a fantastic game.
It's my favorite SimCity, which is probably ridiculous to say, but I don't care. It is. Black Myth Wukong got a collector's edition trailer. It has been delayed on Xbox. people were like, "Oh, stupid Sony! Oh, they're buying exclusivity." No, it's
your
actually
system
because,
just sucks.
it's because quality control. Basically, they said quality control. What they mean is the Series S is friggin' garbage, and this is why I want a Series X, because it's like this. They have to delay the game. They can't even put it out on Series X. Remember, this also happened with what was the big RPG last year? Baldur's Gate. They couldn't get couch co-op running on the Series S at a suitable frame rate, so they had to delay it. I don't know. Once Humans out, July 9th. It's an open world survivor game.
I don't remember that one either.
Metaphor Refantasio got a trailer. Shows off the 40 jobs for the characters. So these are like the personas. This is really just Persona. It's just a different name. I will say this looked cool. There's no part of me that wants to play this game.
No.
Okay. Street Fighter 6 is getting M. Bison as part of DLC. Apparently he's got amnesia. He doesn't know who he is or what he is. Also, Terry and Mai from Fatal Fury are coming, and that's awesome. I wonder if this is hinting, especially with Fatal Fury, spoiler alert, Mark of the Wolf, or no, that was the old game. City of the Wolves is coming out in 2025. I wonder if they're working on another Capcom versus SNK. That's what this got me thinking. That would be pretty freaking cool.
I'd rather have Capcom versus Marvel.
I would rather have them. Oh, did you see what Maximilian Dude is doing? Oh my God, he's commissioning somebody. They're taking. Remember how bad Marvel versus Capcom Infinite was, and how like it looked like crap. Remember Nick Nerd901 got the collector's edition for like the Infinity Stones, and it's just like 3 plastic eggs. I mean, 5 plastic eggs or something. It was ridiculous. The game looked like crap. Maximilian Dude is paying somebody to basically rework the game from the ground up to make it look like Marvel versus Capcom 2. It's so like he seems like he's such a cool dude. I love it. They've shown off a couple
cool dude.
I was like, why is he looking at me? Oh, I said dude. Anyways, we got a story trailer for Arkham Shadow. It's a stupid Quest exclusive game. I thought they said we were going to see gameplay at this thing. Didn't we already get a story trailer?
We got something.
I guess that was just a teaser, but gameplay's coming later. Tears of Metal. Metal Tears. Oh, as soon as I talk about Metaphor Refantasio, Wario's tweeting about the collector's edition. Perfect. I don't even remember this, but it's a medieval roguelike. Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero is out October 11th.
Sparkling or sparking?
Oh, yeah. Sparking Zero is out October 11th.
But is that... I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Is it sparking or sparkling?
I don't know. I've had so many things autocorrected on here that I don't know what the name of the game is. Delta Force Blackhawks. What happened to you?
Like a gnat.
Delta Force Hawk Ops is getting an... That can't be right. Hawk Ops? Did you change that? Hawk Ops? It's getting an alpha in July. Also, it's getting Black Hawk Down missions. I don't know. This is an old game that they're bringing back, apparently.
Delta Force Hawk Ops.
Like I said, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves coming out 2025. They did give some new character reveals. I should have learned my lesson by buying...
That's right.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
I should have learned my lesson by like really liking Street Fighter 6, but really just buying it so we could do it on a stream. I shouldn't buy this game, but I really love that Garu Mark of the Wolves game that I bought, that I've talked about on here a little bit when I first played it. It's like the most beautiful pixel art and animations you've ever seen. It's right up there with Street Fighter 3 Third Strike in the looks. It is just beautiful. I don't need to buy this game, but I'm probably going to end up buying this game. Battle Crush is going to early access in June. Mecha Break is getting a closed beta in August. Blumhouse Games announced their first indie horror games. And then my game of the show actually shows up. This is the only one I cared about. And I didn't really... This IP means almost nothing to me. But it's the only game that I'm like, yes, I would play this. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind.
We should try to get review codes.
Yes. It's being made by Digital Eclipse. That is fantastic. Digital Eclipse is awesome. They're the ones that have done like the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. They did the Cowabunga Collection. Like they know how to do old school.
Yeah.
But they're making this from scratch. I will say, like I wrote here, it doesn't look as good as Shredder's Revenge, but it looks like it is freaking fun as hell to play.
Yeah.
5-player co-op. That is something I've never said. But there's 5 Power Rangers. There's 5-player co-op. There's driving levels in this when you're on a motorcycle. You get in the Megazord. Is that what it's called? I think, right?
I think so.
And you're fighting in first person, and Rita's like, ah! I just remember her from the intro of the old one. Hold on. You could picture it, right? You know what I mean.
How does she sound?
I'm Rita. Isn't Rita something we used to say? You're a Rita?
I don't know.
Instead of saying the full bad word? I don't know.
Maybe you did. I don't think I did.
Kingdom Come to my game of the show. This looks super fun. I think they said it's coming out this year. That was a very aggressive vibration on my watch there. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 got a new trailer. Still no date. Slitterhead is out November 8th. I can't do it. Can't say it. Don't like it.
I don't even know what it is.
It's a horror game from the guys that made another horror game.
No.
And they made their own studio, Bokeh Studios. Bokeh Studio.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, Bokeh. I could be making that up. I don't know that it's actually Bokeh. I just hate the word. Slitterhead. It shouldn't be a word. It's not a word. They made it up. Killer Bean was revealed. This is when I'm like, what are we doing? You're running around as coffee beans in a GTA game. What the F is happening? That's what it really is. I'm not crazy, right?
No. I'm not crazy. She's crazy.
I'm not crazy. She's crazy. And then I wrote down, I'm definitely forgetting stuff, but this is just bad. I think I skipped over some stuff. But
Was this when you went to get the pizza?
No, even then, because I missed. No, that was later on because that was Hyper Light Breaker.
Yeah.
The first Descendant is out July 2nd. The Among Us this was really cool. The Among Us developers announced that they're now going to be a publisher called Outer Sloth to try to help get more indie games published. That's cool. And then they showed an Among Us TV show, and I'm like, my God, of course we're getting an Among Us TV show. I'm surprised we haven't got it already, but we're getting it. Sonic X Shadow Generations got a new trailer. It's coming out October 25th, same day as Call of Duty.
Good luck.
Sorry, Sonic.
Didn't that happen with some other Sonic game? That it like came out?
Was that Frontiers?
Was that the open world kind of one?
But what was that the same day as? God of War.
Is that what it was?
I think it was God of War Ragnarok, yeah. Because that came out in November and Ragnarok was November. I think that's what it was. Dune Awakening got a new trailer. It's an MMO. Battle Aces was revealed. They're calling it an RTS for everyone. What does that even mean? It's an RTS, but it's easy? Yeah. Alan Wake 2, What's-His-Face comes out dancing like an idiot, of course. It's getting DLC. Night Springs, it's out now. It contains 3 episodes. Also, they're finally releasing Alan Wake 2 physically. That's cool. I forget. Wait, did you play Alan Wake Remastered? I can't remember.
I was going to ask for it for Christmas until I saw that it doesn't exist. I mean, physically.
Did you play Alan Wake Remastered?
Oh, no, I didn't.
I thought. Because it was free on PS Plus.
Oh, really?
At some point. So hopefully you claim
that should be.
Yeah.
Oh, I did, I'm sure I did.
Yeah,
But
okay.
that would be one to go back and play.
Hyper Light Breaker is hitting early access this summer. Party Animals is getting a go-kart mode. EA says Skate 4 is still coming, and then they had a weird trailer that didn't make any sense. They're doing a console playtest supposedly this fall. Palworld's getting a new update. Valorant is coming to consoles, which Noah's excited about. Beta is coming next week for PS5. I'm not sure if it's on Series as well. Then we got another Monster Hunter Wilds trailer. Crossplay was confirmed for the first time in the series. I'm over that. I'm just annoyed by this game at this point.
Yeah.
I think I've seen 3 trailers in like 3 days. Or no, not 3 days, but like a week and a half. I've seen 3 trailers for this game. And then they closed the show with Phantom Blade Zero, which looks cool.
It was probably...
This was actually probably
for me,
my
it's
game of the
like...
show,
well, I would say Power Rangers, this, and then like everything else. Like this is probably number 2, but it's down quite a ways. And then it's another big jump to like anything else.
It's a PlayStation exclusive that I had forgotten about, so it was cool to see it again. But you close the show with a game that not even a release date. It doesn't even have a release year yet. What are we doing?
It's terrible.
This show was bad. There's no...
To be fair, he did warn us.
He didn't say it was going to be this bad. He just said there's not going to be a lot of new games.
Then why are we doing this?
Also, I wrote down here, we found out that these devs are paying a minimum of $250,000 to get their friggin' trailer on here. Really? I don't even know what I would give this out of a 10. I was joking earlier, but as I'm going through this again, I think it was a 2 out of 10.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, that's bad.
Horrible. And then we had Ubisoft Forward today. We'll fly through this really quickly. Star Wars Outlaws got another trailer. This was a 10-minute gameplay trailer. I just can't get into this game. Are you looking to buy this game? Some people are over the moon excited for it. Best Star Wars thing since Force Awakens or Rogue One. Other people are
I don't care. I mean, I don't know.
It's
right
got a
now
GTA wanted level.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's for me.
I don't know if it's just that I'm just sick of Star Wars at this point.
I'm getting there.
Oh, I've heard the Acolyte it's terrible. Horrible. Shocking. I feel like Star Wars Outlaws could be this year's Harry Potter, and I don't mean it's going to get boycotted. I mean, I feel like this is going to sell a shit ton of copies.
Maybe.
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. One of my games of the year. Got a free update today, which is called the Divine Trials. It adds combat challenges, reworked bosses, puzzle and platform challenges, new amulets, new outfits. And they also revealed the story DLC. It is officially coming out in September. It's called The Mask of Darkness, and they just did a quick teaser for it where it really just shows a mask going and speaking in tongues, and that's it.
I hope Ash gets some good clips out of this episode.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora gets its first DLC called The Skybreaker in July. And then they wanted to let us know, hey, don't worry, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake is still coming. It's coming out in 2026. Why even say that? Why say 26? I guess it's better than not saying a date, but like I'm pretty sure that didn't they come out and put out some statement that like they completely canceled the game and rebooted it completely? Kind of like a Metroid Prime 4 situation. I've never played Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. There's no way it deserves this much attention and this much of a remake.
I don't understand. Is it a Metroidvania? Is that how old Prince of Persia games were?
I don't think so. No, I think it was just a side-scrolling action game.
I mean, if it's a Metroidvania, I'm pretty interested. If it's not, I'm less interested, but I don't know. I feel like the fact that they're remaking it means
there's definitely
must be pretty good,
but also, like, are they remaking it or are they really just remastering it? Are they like,
yeah?
Again, what is a remake? A miserable pile of secrets. Did you know that's what I was going to say?
Yes.
Did I get it right?
Yes.
Assassin's Creed Shadows got a 13-minute gameplay trailer. That's cool. They announced the Anno. I don't know what the hell this is. Anno 117 Pax Romana is coming out 2025. Apparently, this is like a city building thing that they're bringing back, and you're going to build cities in ancient Rome. I would just call this trailer a 5. This showcase a 5 out of 10. It happened.
I mean, that's generous. I mean, I guess if you are into Outlaws,
yeah, then it was probably
maybe,
super high.
But yeah, I don't know.
We know Splinter Cell remake is coming. Once again, we got no news on it. That was the only thing I was hoping for out of this, because I know we're never getting an Immortals sequel because they said they canceled. The reports came out that they canceled it. That's the only thing I really could have cared about from this showcase, and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Let's look at our prediction results so far. Sean, I have crossed out for you Vampire Survivors Shadow drops on PS5. Sonic 3 movie trailer will be at Summer Game Fest, and Keanu will also be there.
Now, hold up. Why are you so quick to cross all these out?
Because Sony already did their state of play. They're not doing a showcase. Summer Game Fest has come and gone. There's nowhere else they would announce a Shadow drop for Vampire Survivors on PS5. I'm pretty sure you said it was part of Summer Game Fest also.
No, I don't think I said anything was specific to Game Fest, but just the summer.
Midsummer.
Yeah.
We'll see.
These could all still happen.
Sonic 3 movie trailer with Keanu there. That you said that was for Game Fest, that he was going to come out on stage. That's gone. I will not waver on that. You cannot get a point for that. He still has Plucky Squire coming out with a demo coming. Metroid Prime 2 remastered. I feel like we're gonna wake up tomorrow and they're gonna announce a Nintendo Direct for Thursday. Is what I think is gonna happen. Or no, it's only Monday, so they might do that Wednesday.
Maybe.
Dragon Quest 12, you still got that out there. 2D Castlevania, you still got that out there. Resident Evil 9 title and release date of January 25. I crossed that off because same thing I just said. Like that would have been a Summer Game Fest or an Xbox thing. I cannot believe that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Now Capcom could do a showcase. They could announce that, and it just happens.
But I would get points for that if that happens.
I would give you points.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You're a little quick to cross
I would
some of these
uncross
out.
it. Asgard's Wrath is not coming to... What? What did I say?
You didn't say anything wrong. It just sounded weird. I would uncross it.
Asgard's Wrath coming to PSVR 2. I feel
I
like
don't think anything's coming to PSVR 2.
No, I feel like I can cross that off. Bioshock 4.
I mean, that was never going to happen.
But the game is happening. I just don't know when we're actually going to hear anything about it.
Yeah.
For me, I cannot believe this didn't happen. My number one prediction, I didn't want him to steal it, was Hollow Knight, Silk Song is going to be at Xbox, and it's got a release date of this year. Nothing. What the frickin' hell is happening with this stupid game? Like, seriously. My second prediction was that Metal Gear Solid Delta would be there. It would be out in November, which I still could get points for that, but I have crossed it out as of now.
But see, if you're going to give yourself points for that, for something that's announced on a podcast, any of these other things that just get announced, I should get points for.
No, I know. What I'm saying is I just crossed them off because there's nothing, I can't picture anything that's big enough for those things to happen. I will uncross them.
Okay.
I'm not. Now, how long is this summer going on? Until September 21st?
Yeah.
The 21st day of September. We're going to see gameplay. Got that. And we're going to get a codec or cutscenes or something so we finally hear the voices. I almost completely nailed this. 0.75 points. I'm up 3/4 to 0. My next prediction was that Kojima will be there, but he's not going to show Death Stranding. I tried to give myself a half point for Death Stranding. I don't think you get
points for saying things won't happen.
I should have predicted Half-Life Alyx will not come out on PSVR 2. But I did not give me anything. That was completely wrong. We didn't get nothing Kojima related. That shocked me.
That's great. That's how you know it's a bad Summer Game Fest. When
Kojima's even like, dude, let me just keep working on Death Stranding 2. I ain't got time for you.
Yeah.
A Link Between Worlds HD. Obviously, we're just waiting for Nintendo Direct. If that's going to happen, it's going to happen. I predicted Xbox would mention PlayStation. Now, they did show for the first time ever PS5's logo at the end of the Doom trailer. But they didn't. I'm not giving me any points because when I said mention, I did mean like say the word
if
PlayStation.
Phil would have said something when he was talking about coming out on other platforms. That was your chance.
Even though that was an interview that was not part of this, I still would have counted it, but I can't. I thought we were going to see Ghost of Tsushima 2 out 2025. I thought PlayStation was going to have something, and I guess they did. It was just the stupid Lego Horizon game.
Yeah.
Ghost 2 has got to be pretty far down the tracks. It came out 4 years ago. I don't know. I predicted Gears 6 and Gears Remastered something. I'm giving myself a half a point for that because Gears 6 did get announced. James is trying to say it's not called Gears 6. We know what I meant. The next mainline Gears game, which is what they literally said. It's not a spinoff. It's the next main game. Half point. So I'm up 1.25 to 0. Which is about as high as we ever get. Half-Life Alyx announced for PSVR 2 out this year. I think I can just cross that off.
That's probably safe, yeah.
In some kind of Fallout remake, I think I can cross that off. If that was happening, it would have been at Xbox's show.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a lot that I would say is still alive. I think it really
I got 4 points out there that haven't even been crossed off. Correct. I mean, potential points.
And I've got A Link Between Worlds. That's really all I'm going to get because Ghost of Tsushima is not going to get announced this summer. Xbox didn't mention PlayStation. That's gone. Half-Life Alyx is just a pipe dream at this point. Fallout remake would have been at Xbox. Hollow Knight, I really thought that was an easy point.
I cannot wait for that game, but there's part of me that would love to just be like, screw you, I'm boycotting. I'm not buying your stupid game because of all this. Oh, you almost got it. Like, I'm gonna buy it day one if and when it ever comes out. But like, what are we doing?
I gotta look because didn't it got rated somewhere?
South Korea or something.
Hollow Knight Silk
Macedonia
song rated.
Micronesia.
Rated in Korea on February 20th. These ratings generally mean that the game is content complete. What are we doing? So right now I'm up 1.25 to 0. Stay tuned throughout the summer for updates. Let's fly through the wrap-up, Sean. This has been a long one. Halo Combat Evolved is is reported to be getting a remaster on PS5. Cool, but just one game?
Yeah.
Now, unless Xbox is like, we're going to milk these mother effers for everything they got, we're going to not do the Master Chief Collection. We're going to put out every Halo game piecemeal for $60.
I would maybe get that, but not if it's more than like 20,
$30,
maybe
yeah.
$30.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know.
Also, they already did this remastered as the Halo Anniversary. What do they call it? Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary or something, which is in the Master Chief Collection. So basically, you can play the original Halo with the original graphics, or you can switch to the new graphics, and apparently the new graphics are horrible. So maybe that's why they're thinking about doing a new remaster. I don't know. Last of Us Season 2 is 7 episodes long. We also found out that Season 3 will be, quote, significantly larger than Season 2. Also, they might need a 4th season. All of this just to tell the story of Last of Us Part 2.
Or Part 3 is coming, and that will be Season 4.
No, they said this is specific to Part 2.
Oh, they said that? Oh. Well,
So I
then
think,
that's insane.
So I think...
I can see 2 seasons.
Yes.
3 is... Come on, now you're just milking it.
What I think this means is that thing either...
We didn't have a full season of just getting to that.
That's what I'm saying.
And then Season 3 is meh, and then Season 4 is meh.
No, because I don't think they're going to go meh and meh. I think they, like Chris Reagan was saying this on Sacred Symbols, like, you have to just tell that one of the reasons that game, other than just that thing...
You have to tell them concurrently.
Yes. It playing through all of that story, and then you got to go back and start
Meanwhile.
over. I'm like, oh my God, this game is way too long. They shouldn't do that. They got to tell the story better. But I do think that thing doesn't happen. Either it doesn't happen in Season 2, or it happens to close the season.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last of Us 2, speaking of that, remastered, the PC port has reportedly been done since November. So I don't know if they're just waiting on it, if they're holding it, can't talk, to just release it when the second season comes out next year. Maybe. But wouldn't you just want to get this out there and make money? I would. Astro's Playroom out of nowhere got a surprise DLC for free and new trophies. Didn't get a second platinum, though. That would be cool. Wolfhound was announced by BitKid. Sean and I might be the only people that care about this. But
this looks cool.
It's the developer of Chasm, which was one of our favorite Metroidvanias. It's a World War II sci-fi Metroidvania. Yes, please. What are you doing?
I was just looking at the trailer again.
Oh, for Wolfhound?
Yeah.
I will say something about the graphics. Something's a little bit off. I think Chasm had a better look. But
I think the world looks good.
Yeah, it's something about the sprites. I think.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna buy. I want to support these guys.
Oh yeah, I mean that's day one for me.
I'll buy it day one. No date or year.
We don't know when that will be, but
yeah. Resident Evil 7 is coming to iOS and Mac in July. Resident Evil 2 is also coming. It's in development. At some point, it'll be out. Okay. So, Octopath Traveler 2 came out on PlayStation, but for some reason, Octopath Traveler 1 never did. It's now on PlayStation. Also, Octopath Traveler 1 came out on Xbox, but for some reason, Octopath Traveler 2 never came out on Xbox. It's now out on Xbox, and it is on Game Pass. I don't know what Square was doing with those, but whatever. I saw this stat that only half of the Hellblade 2 Xbox players made it past the first boss. 87% of the people who have played this game did not beat it.
I mean, that's Game Pass.
That's not good. But that's what Colin's been saying forever is like, and again, I've wanted to play Gears of War.
But in the end, what do they care? Xbox,
they
don't care who.
No, I know.
If nobody played it, they don't care. They got your money for the ability to play it. Whether or not you play it or not, that's on you.
They're getting my money every month. Why have I not canceled that? My Xbox just sits there collecting dust, literally. I need to cancel that. But the numbers were much better on Steam because people actually had to buy it there. So there you go.
Yeah.
Rocksteady is not being shut down, thank God. But reportedly they're working on a director's cut of Hogwarts Legacy. Why? Why do we need a director's cut? Has it even had like DLC or anything? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Also, they're planning a pitch for a new single-player game. So hopefully they get that. This is random, but Yooka-Laylee is getting a current-gen update with an improved camera, improved controls, and new challenges as well.
You know what it's called?
Oh, I saw it. What the hell was it?
It's so hard to say.
Was it like Rayleigh or something?
It's Yuka Replayly.
Oh, okay.
Yuka Replayly.
I knew it had an R.
Yeah. I knew it had an S, though.
Samsonite. There it is. Duh, it's right on. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop supposedly is getting its first trailer and a release date this week. I'm just going to predict now, whatever that date is, it's getting delayed. Unless they've just been sitting on and not wanting to show anything for this game until it's like almost done. Metal Slug Tactics has a demo out now on Steam. RPG Maker is coming out on Switch October 11th, coming to PS4 and PS5 next year. Switch Online has added Mega Man's 1 through 5 on Game Boy. I miss you, E3. But shout out to Xbox for having a freaking awesome show. When you can get us to say that, you done did something special. That's it for this episode, Sean. So until the next time, why don't you go ahead and take us out?
Thank you for playing.